Good morning. I'm indoors again. It's actually one of the most glorious days outside, but I can't be outside, and there's a good reason. That is, got some news that our pool here at my condo complex is opening on Wednesday. So the HOA president is out there power washing the pool deck, which is really cool. He's really like on top of taking care of things like that around here. So um, gratitude to him for that. So a little bit of exciting news, a little hint of normalcy returning. Um, okay, so I'm inside because it's way too loud outside with the power washer going. Um, I don't know about you guys, but like I feel like my energy has been a little bit wonky. That there's just I had mentioned there's been stuff that's come up the past couple weeks. Processing needed to take place. Um, some really deep inner work and looking at stuff, which can be feel a little heavy. Planetarily speaking, Pluto went into retrograde, I think yesterday or the day before, and Pluto was all about um, looking at the shadow and aspects of yourself that you may not really want to look at. So if you haven't been doing some unearthing the past couple weeks, Pluto is really going to push you to do that a bit more. So I thought maybe some energetic supports might be helpful. So I took a course, I guess it's been a couple of years ago now, called Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. She has a book out that you might want to get or check out from the library when the library opens, or see if it's on ebook format, because it's really fantastic. But there are three particular strategies, or like things that I don't know what you'd call it, like things you can do to help support yourself energetically, and they're really simple. So one is called the crossover shoulder pull, and you're basically just taking your hand and putting it on the opposite shoulder, having some pressure on the back of your shoulder and pulling down. So you're going to feel, you really want to like kind of dig your fingers into your shoulder, and with pressure, pull it across your body. And you're going to do that 3 times or 5, whatever feels good, and do it on each side. So you're going to cross over and drag it across your body 3 to 5 times. Okay. So that the crossover shoulder pull is going to balance your energy. So it's basically balancing like the masculine and feminine sides of your body. And that's really great as far as clearing your mind. You can think better. Another great energy medicine strategy is for the same thing, kind of to clear your mind, clear congestion. If you have a headache, it's also super helpful. And that is, let's see, it's called the crown pull. I've got my notes here, just because I want to make sure I get all the names right. So you're basically going to take your fingers and put them in the center of your forehead, and you're pulling out. So if your skin tends to be dry, like you could put like a little bit of like moisturizer or something on your fingers because you want it to slide freely, and you're just going to pull. And you put your thumb on your temple, your other 4 fingers here pulling out, and then you're going to do that on the top of your head, pulling down, and then the back, pulling down all the way in the back of your head. So kind of where there's like that little groove in the back there, and then around like your neck, and you're going to keep pulling out. And you do that, let's see, I usually just do it until it feels good. I'm probably not following her exact instructions, but that's really, really, it feels really nice. I would just do it until you feel like a little bit of relief, or you feel like it's done. You'll know. And then the last one is one that I use a lot. It's called the hookup. And you're basically, your body is like it's a flow of energy that's constantly moving. And sometimes your energy can get stuck, it can get trapped. And so this kind of like jump starts and kicks everything back into gear, and it's called the hookup. Okay. And it's going to look a little weird, and you might feel a little bit strange. So I don't know if I would recommend this like in the middle of a meeting, or if you're on a Zoom call all of a sudden doing this, people are going to wonder what you're doing. Maybe you don't care. But basically, you're going to take your middle finger and put it right in between, like basically where your third eye is, and your like in between your eyebrows, if you can see where that is, with a little bit of pressure. And then you're going to take your other hand, whichever hand you want, and you're going to put your finger in your belly button. Again, I know this looks really strange. And you're going to pull up on both. So you're going to push in and then pull up. And you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. I always yawn or so until there's some sort of release. It's yawning. It could be a sigh. It could be a burp. There's usually some sign that the energy is hooked up. For me, I always yawn, and it usually happens pretty quickly. So for you, it might take a little bit longer. You might have to do it a few times for the energy to hook up, especially if it's not something that you've done before, and if your energy is really stuck. So yeah. So anyway, I hope that that's helpful. It's just some fun little easy things that only take seconds literally to do to reset your energy. And sometimes when we're in that stuck place and we're in that like feeling, we are looking for something to do, like some sort of action we can take to bring ourselves some relief. And there are 3 ways that might be helpful to you. So I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday, and remember, we learn from one another. So if you think this would benefit someone you care about, please share and let me know how these work for you. And I'd be really curious which modality you like the best and how the hookup worked for you, as far as how did you know that the energy hooked up? How do you know it connected? All right. Look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you here again tomorrow. Bye for now.